I know my chance with her is blown, well, my mouth gets carried away. I'm tongue-tied, 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 tongue-tied. I get tongue-tied.
Let's get into this top 10 women that you need to avoid. Number 10, naggers and complainers. These are the women that just are very pessimistic about life. And they're the ones that they come home from work and they're constantly complaining. That you hear her talk about her friends and family, she's constantly complaining. She's wanting to do certain things in her life to advance herself, but she has a lot of self-doubt. She's nagging and complaining. On top of, sometimes these women also will be the ones that it's not like they'll be nitpicky about how you are in certain situations or when you're trying to do certain things. And these are things like, for example, say she wants you to wash the dishes, so you wash them, but it's not quite to her liking. She nags about it. Or say she wants you to take out the trash, and you're like, okay, great. On this next commercial break, I'll take out the trash. And then 2 seconds later, she's like, no, go take it out now. Or like she doesn't like the way you're doing certain things around the house, and just other things that just aren't really big deals, but that she'll just kind of nitpick at. Those are the kind of women that are likely to drive you crazy. And like I said, they have a negative outlook on life, so they're complaining about stuff all the time. Ideally, you want a woman that's more optimistic, that's going to believe that things are possible. And I find with complainers, that's not really their go-to. And that could be whether they, dealt with stuff earlier in life where they just don't have a positive view about anything. That's not your problem unless you're dating her, then it becomes your problem. So if you notice early on in the dating phase that she's like a lot of her stories are either leaning in a negative way, or she's always complaining about how her day is going, or she's just constantly, nitpicking at you about certain things that you say that you like to do or have interest in. This is why you don't want to make a decision about a woman right away, by the way. Like after 2 or 3 dates, you really shouldn't be thinking she's the right one, because you really need to have a 3-month period of time to really vet to see like how she is in a day-to-day. And what you'll find is a lot of women, if you stick around long enough, you'll start to see that they're nagging about a lot of stuff and they're complaining about a lot of stuff, either in their life or things that she thinks you should be doing. And you don't want to date those women long-term, because it only gets worse. Like if they're already complaining about stuff in the honeymoon phase, when everything's supposed to be all peachy keen, it's not going to get better long-term, all right? So that's the first kind of woman that you want to avoid if you can when you're dating.
Thanks for listening to the Introvert Dating Success Podcast. Visit us at introvertdatingsuccess.com for more great tips on attracting women using your natural introvert charm. Oh, yeah.